Hi. Hope you guys can see me very well. I think at least I'm not too far now. Am I too far? How you guys doing? It's been a very busy day for me. I'm supposed to come on live by 8. So let me share. Let me share the live stream. Hi everyone. Good evening. When you're coming in, like this live stream, okay? Like and share. Like and share, please. Let me share. Why are they talking? I never even share. They talk. I can share. I'm not going to waste time. When you're coming in, like this live stream, okay? Like and share. Like and share, please. Okay, so apparently there's been a twist in this whole Miss South Africa saga, and I was just on the verge of talking about a new organization when I heard that the new organization has crowned a new representative to Thailand, and I'm like, before you said it, before I will delay more, or before I delay and something else comes up, let me just come and talk about it first, I beg. Because the more I something else will come up and they will say, oh, they not choose this particular person, somebody else has taken over Miss South Africa. So at this point, it's as if the organization is they're just changing the organization anyhow, as it is right now. They're changing the organization anyhow. So let me just come and talk about it before they change their mind again. So apparently, while we were all talking about Miss South Africa not having a representative, we didn't know that another organization was waiting to take over from the from the former organization. So apparently, there's a new organization, and I think somebody made a comment on my last video, and confirmed it, saying it's a beauty of something. But let me talk about it, Sha. Let me open that particular video, because right now, something. But let me talk about it, Sha. Let me. Okay, so apparently there's a new organization, and South Africa has a new representative now. So now the South African fans can now jump for joy, or rather know that they're going to have a representative this year. Okay, after the whole issue, after everything that happened, they're going to have a new representative this year, and it's a good one for them. I'm happy for them, because I was just wondering, remember that my last live stream I did, I was kind of, feeling bad that South Africa won't have any representative again to this year after what happened last year with Mia, so it's been a roller coaster of activities from the last Miss South Africa to they've been postponing, changing ownership up and down. And I guess, I think this is going to be the bus stop. I don't know. Apparently, let's just hope it's the bus stop. And this is the last bus stop, that they won't change their mind again tomorrow and say there's another organization that's taking over. I hope that this is going to be the last bus stop. Anyway, let me not talk too much. Let's talk about the organization, the new organization. and also what they stand for. Okay, so so first of all, the video was posted today when the new national director of the organization that took over the franchise of Miss South Africa, she came out and said her name is Bokang Mont. She is the new national director of Miss Universe South Africa, and they released a press statement, announcing that Bokang Monjane Shabalala. Okay, sorry for those of you in South Africa that what does it mean South Africa? Please don't persecute me, okay? I don't know. It's difficult for me to pronounce the name, but I will try. Bokang Montjane Shabalala, an appointed national director of Miss Universe South Africa. Okay, so she has been appointed the new national director, and I think that was it a change, or rather they changed national director. I think that was what really happened. There was a change of national director, and she was appointed. She came out and she made a statement saying that we're going to have we're going to have a representative this year. I'm like, how come? Just 2 weeks to the pageant. You guys know that Miss Universe is next going to have a representative, and it's going to be just 2 weeks. She's going to be crowned, or she's going to prepare for 2 weeks. I was not seeing it as something that was possible, because if you watch my last video, I said that it's not possible. But now they've made it possible that there's going to be a representative. Hello Noah Kisha said hi. Hello, where are you chatting from? So apparently they said that the new Miss South Africa organization or national director, Mokang Montjane Shabalala, she said in her statement that she's going to appoint a representative to South Africa, to Miss Universe this year rather. And I'm like, how is that possible? How is it that they're going to choose somebody within this short period of time? So in the midst of all that, the announcement, I think about 2 hours or 3 hours after that first statement, Jonathan Tembo said hi. Hello, you're welcome. Where are you guys chatting from? Please let me know where you are chatting from, okay? So apparently, after that particular press briefing, they now released a statement with the new Miss South Africa, okay, Miss Universe South Africa rather. All right. So they now said, introducing Miss South Africa 2025, Melissa Melissa Naimuli. Okay, she said, meet Melissa Naimuli, 2 times top 5 of Miss South Africa and one of the boldest speakers alive. She stoops high to assume what she deserves. Appointed as the new Miss Universe South Africa, she is set to act the 74th Miss Universe pageant in Thailand this November. Okay, let's support her journey. So that is what they said. That was what they announced. Shortly after they announced the national director. Okay, they introduced the new Miss South Africa to us. Jonathan Tembo said, I'm watching from Zambia. Oh, Zambia Kuchalo. I hope I got it right. Hi, welcome to my channel. Please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel, okay? All right, so you guys are welcome. Whatever you're watching from Zambia, from South Africa, from Angola, from Namibia, from Egypt, from Ghana, from Cameroon, wherever you're watching me from, any of the African countries, you are welcome to my channel, okay? Yes, so please subscribe, like and share. When I saw Melissa, her name is Melissa, okay? Her name is not Vanessa. So when I saw Melissa, I was like, what actually stood out to me was the fact that, yeah, she's black melanin, and I'm happy about that because, you guys know that South Africa is kind of mixed. So I'm always happy when they choose black representatives, okay? Because it shows the true South African, okay? South African, the true South African, at least she's a true South African representative, and I was happy about that she's black, and also the fact that, she wasn't a fresh face, like, she wasn't somebody that, that was a fresh face. I knew that this lady had participated before in Miss South Africa, but I did not know the particular year. I had to, click on her name, and went to her Instagram page, and I went through her bio. Okay, she was a former finalist, I think in the year 2023. She was among the top three finalists in the year 2024. I mean, no, sorry, 2023 Miss South Africa pageant. And that particular year, she was one of the strongest speakers, that got to the top three. And I felt like, it was a well-deserved appointment because, of course, she speaks very well. She's a very strong speaker, and she has a very strong presence. She's beautiful, and she has a lot going for her. And before then, a lot of persons were projecting or were assuming that it was going to be Tarina Botes. For those of you that don't know Tarina Botes, she's a half Thai, half South African. Okay, a lot of persons were assuming that Tarina Botes was going to be the chosen one. Okay, yes. And me as a Nigerian, I was like, well, maybe that's their strategy. Okay, pageant was taking place in Thailand, and they needed a Thai person. Okay, so I felt like, okay, probably they chose Tarina because of her Thai, Thai descent, or her Thai, she's from Thailand, half Thai, half South African. So I felt, okay, maybe they wanted somebody that can represent them in Thailand perfectly. Being the fact that she's also living in Thailand, but we're all shocked. Okay, a lot of us were assuming a lot of things. People were assuming. I saw a lot of other bloggers assuming that it was not even, I think they were even calling some other names as well. But they've already released the correct representative, and she's no other person than Melissa. And I feel like she's a very strong representative for South Africa. Although I have my own reservations, because for me personally, it's too short a time for her. She has a lot of things to do. It's not easy. Miss Universe is something that you don't just wake up one morning and prepare for. You have to, go through the process. There's a lot she has to prepare for. There's a lot of events she has to prepare for. So I don't know how prepared she is, assuming this role within a short period of time. It's going to be difficult for her. But in as much as, aside from preparation, I feel like she's a well-grounded queen. She's a good speaker. She's beautiful. She's eloquent. She's confident. And I feel like, they chose well. South Africa chose well. But the time frame is too short. Let's just be logical here. It's not going to be easy for her, given the short period of time. And for me, I feel like if they wanted to appoint, they would have done so a long time ago. I don't want to go back to those issues, but what do you guys think about the new Miss South Africa? Do you think she has a chance in Thailand? What do you think, what are her chances in Thailand? Because it's tough. It's a tough. And so far so good. I feel like she has a lot to do. She has a lot to do. Then coming back to Nigeria, our representative is just busy, going around visiting a lot of charity organizations and all. I feel like this is the time she needs to, work on perfecting her preparations for Miss Universe. I don't know how far she has gone, but I'll do that in a separate live stream. I don't talk about her, talk about Nigeria's performance or Nigeria's preparations, in this particular live stream. But I'm just saying that, it takes a lot to prepare for Miss Universe. It's not easy. So I wish Melissa the best. I know that it's a huge task on her, but at the same time, I feel like the organization and the South Africans should they should support her. They should and they should not. I don't know. At this point, it's tough. It's quite tough, because why I'm saying it, I just want Africa to be well represented, and South Africa has been one of the consistent countries in Miss Universe, and everybody's looking forward to who is going to be crowned at the end of the day, and aside from that, South Africa has also been very, very consistent in placement. Aside from last year that what happened, Mia withdrew and all that. But South Africa has been very consistent in its universe, and I feel like I don't know if they are still going to place this year. Given the whole shabby preparations, because let's just be logical here. 2 weeks is a short time for anyone to prepare for a major competition. It's not easy. It's not. It needs a lot of support. It needs a lot of time and effort. And I feel like it's going. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely going to be take a whole lot from her. And it's not good for someone to be stressed while preparing for an international competition. It's going to show. Definitely, it's going to show back in whenever she arrives to Thailand, or before Thailand, it's going to definitely show. But I feel like she's up to the task. I feel like for them to have chosen her, they feel like she's someone that can take up the role, you know, immediately and do well. I wish her the best of luck, in Thailand and also the other African countries as well. I think she's the only African country that is left, that has not been crowned yet. There was, I think she's the last African country to be crowned. Okay, I think the other countries have already crowned their reps long before now. I think Zambia has a rep already, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, other countries, Namibia, another country. So South Africa is the last country to choose a rep. And for me, Melissa is someone that I feel like she has the pedigree, she has the portfolio, but I don't know how she's going to cope these 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, of preparation for Thailand. It's going to be a tough one, and let's see what she's going to do. Let's see how far she's going to go, and Thailand, and let's see how far she's going to go. But I feel like I don't know if they're still going to have a pageant this Saturday, because you guys know that before now, the Miss South Africa organization had already fixed this Saturday for the pageant. So I don't know if that pageant is going to hold on Saturday. But you guys know that whoever wins that pageant will definitely represent the country next year. Okay, so this, I don't know how what is happening to the organization. I think they should just put their acts together, and let them just be straightforward in terms of appointment and all. It's kind of messy. Okay, it's a messy situation, because I don't know if it's the same franchise that is still going to host the pageant on Saturday, if they're the same pageant that are the same franchise that has chosen this representative. So I don't know. At this point, it's kind of messy. But anyway, I will urge South Africans to support Melissa, and I feel at this point they should just rally around her and do what they can do. Chinechere, how are you doing? You're welcome. It's been a while though. It's been a while you came on my channel. How are you doing? You said, I thought the rules from last year was that reps must be chosen from their national. I don't know. I think probably they've changed the rules, because for them to appoint, it shows that probably they've changed the rules. But like you said, they have a new national director now, so they have a right to choose whoever they want. You understand? But it's the mode of choosing the person or the candidate that matters. Because before now they were saying that they need to have a pageant. They don't accept appointment anymore. But I've seen some organizations, from some Miss Universe national directors. I've seen them appointing recently. I think there's one that happened recently. I don't know if they had a pageant, but they just appointed someone to represent them. Then I think Miss Universe Pakistan also. Is it Pakistan or Palestine? They just appointed somebody recently. So I think they've changed the rules. Okay, they've changed the rules of of how candidates. I think it's still by appointment, but you have to choose. I think the national director, they have to choose whatever. I don't know. It's kind of messy. My own point of view is that, how will she be able to meet up? It's just 2 weeks. How will she be able to meet up? That is my own point of view. If the organization of Miss Universe decide to accept appointment, it's fine. But it's the mode of appointment that matters. The length of appointment, the duration of between the appointment and the pageant. That is what I'm concerned about. But at the same time, if it's legit for her to represent South Africa, it's fine. But how do you guys see it? Is she gonna meet up, within these 2 weeks? Can she meet up to the pageant? Because I've seen some persons that have been crowned since August, have been since July. They are still struggling to prepare. It's not easy. There's a lot that goes into preparing for an international competition like me. I feel like it's a messy situation in South Africa right now. I am not a fan of what just happened. I won't lie. I'm not really a fan of just this up and down appointment here and there. Changing the national director, changing the franchise. It shows that they're not stable. And it might affect whoever is representing the country. But at the same time, I feel like they still just want to have a representative by all means. And they just have to appoint. So anyway, I wish them the best of luck. I don't know. Let's see what happens at the end of the day. I don't want to just jump into conclusions, and decide or just feel like she knows what she wants. She knows why she accepted, because they didn't coerce her. She wasn't coerced to accept. It was. So I feel like for her to accept, she has already mentally prepared and physically prepared. Okay, so it's up to her. It's up to her. But at the same time, um, I don't know how she's gonna cope in Thailand. That's my own major concern at this point. That's my own major concern. But I think she will do well. I think she will do well. I think she will do well. She already has that strong background. But you guys know Miss Universe now, eh? It's not even about who can speak very well, because Melissa can talk. She's very eloquent. But Miss Universe is gradually turning to something else. It's not who has the um, strongest speaker. Miss Universe is not really. I don't know. They used to they used to crown the strongest speakers, but now I don't think that particular trait is enough for them to crown, or is enough, is one of the criteria, one of the strongest criteria. Let me just put it that way. I don't think have been a strong speaker is one of the strongest criteria, or one of the topmost criteria to choose the next Miss Universe, because ever since Ankun took over Miss Universe, it's been a different ball game. They go for uh, different kind of person, or different kind of trait. But they might choose somebody else, somebody that that is not even a strong speaker this year. They are not really into the fact that he must be a strong speaker. So I don't know. I don't know what her chances will be, how far she's going to go. I don't know what her fate is in Thailand, but I feel like it's not gonna be easy for her. Guys, hold on, please. Sorry, I have a call. Guys, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Sorry. I had a call. You know, being a career woman, some calls are just coming, and I had to pick the call. It was one of my clients that just called me now, so I had to pick. All right. So thank you for staying put. All right. So where did I stop? Hey God, wahala. It's not easy. Hey, from one thing to another. Chinechirem said, the girl is kind of short and not so well-rounded for Miss Universe. Her only strength is public speaking. Okay. You guys know that Miss Universe saying it's not all about it's not like Miss Grand that they're looking at for height. Because, there's a lot of criteria that each pageant is looking for. So I think Miss Universe, they are looking for a certain kind of beauty. Because last year they wanted a blonde beauty, and that's why Denmark won. If you look at what happened last year, when there was some controversy when Ancun and what's his name, this man from Venezuela, Osmel, were discussing, they were like, they need blonde beauty and all that, and they finally crowned Denmark, being the fact that she's a blonde beauty with blue eyes. So they might not want a blonde beauty and blue eyes this year. They might want somebody else this year. Do you understand? So the dynamic might change. The dynamic is definitely going to change. Even if you said Melissa is short, and she's not well-rounded, it might be that it's Melissa's type of person they're looking for this year. Who knows? Do you understand? It might be that it's Melissa's type of person they're looking for. The camera can tell. What about Miss Universe? Onyechi is not tall. She's short. She's not a tall person like that. So if the criteria was, we wanted a taller person, all the Miss Universe candidates, they will be crowning somebody that is at least 6 feet tall. They won't even consider 5 feet at all. They will go for 6 feet tall. So I don't think it's going to apply this year. But whatever applied last year might not apply this year. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not the organizers. I'm not Miss Universe judges, or I'm not the owner of Miss Universe. I'm just speculating. Probably they might want somebody blonde again this year, or they might not want somebody blonde. They might want an Asian beauty this year, or they might want a Latino beauty this year. Since they had an European beauty last year, they might want a Latina beauty, or they might want an African beauty this year. Anything can happen, They might want an African beauty this year, which I'm praying for. At least let us crown an African again as Miss Universe. It's up to them. It's up to the organizers. It's up to the judges, and up to who actually did better, on the finals night. So I cannot really tell. I cannot say, Melissa is not fit. What about the other African countries? There's some other African countries too that are not even up to 6 feet. They're not even as tall as, they're not up to 6 feet. So Chinechirem, I don't think that is a good, a general or whatever criteria to say, they might not want somebody that is short or something. So let's forget about height now. They can crown 5'7", 5'5", so it's up to the judges. Philemon Jaya said hi. Hello, where are you chatting from? So guys, what do you guys think about Melissa's appointment? If you have already talked about my reservations, and but all the same, I wish her the best of luck. I wish all the African countries the best of luck. We just have 2 weeks to the arrival of the candidates. As of now, I think Ivory Coast has already arrived Thailand, and you guys know that Olivia Yes is one of the strongest candidates from Africa. Okay, she's number one on my list. She's number one on my list from Africa to place. So Olivia Yes is the one to beat from the African region, and she's already in Thailand. She's preparing very, very hard. She's doing all she can to make sure that she gets it right. And I see her hard work. I see what she's putting in, and it's a good one for South Africa. At least they have a rep. But what I'm more concerned about is that the time is too short. The time frame is. I just wish her the best of luck. I wish her, I wish her the best. That's just it. I can't say further than that, because for me personally, if I am to speak freely, I would say it's not going to be easy for her. You know, it's not going to be easy for her. These 2 weeks is not a joke. You know, for her to prepare, it's going to be a lot of hard work. You know, but let's see what she can pull. Let's see the stunts she can pull in Thailand. He said Zimbabwe. Okay, Zimbabwe. Yeah, Zimbabwe, right? Okay, I think you have commented before. Okay, no, you've not commented before. You've commented before. Okay. All right, you're welcome all the way from Zimbabwe. So for me, I would say it's all good. It's all good. At least I'm happy. What I'm happy about is that, you know, at least South Africa has a rep. That's, you know, but it's not going to be easy for her. That's just it. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate you for staying put. For my new friends from Zambia and Zimbabwe, thank you for joining me. Chinechirium, thank you too. And I wish you all the best. I wish all my subscribers a lovely and wonderful night rest, okay? All right, I'll see you all in my next video. There's a lot of video coming up. I've been so busy this period, okay? You guys know I've not really posted a video after Miss Grand. You know, I've not really posted a long form video. I've always only been coming live, but I will try as much as possible to, you know, post 1 or 2 videos before the week runs out, hopefully. Yeah, Miss Earth is currently ongoing. I'm going to talk about Miss Earth, you know, my standouts from the African region for Miss Earth, and also you know, my pre-arrival leaderboard for Miss Universe. Okay, so coming up very soon on my channel, and yeah, I hope to see you guys later in another live stream. Okay, good night everyone, bye.